It's that time again for 4 more bags of whiskey. I don't even know if you can see the bags or if I can fit in. So, we are back, and of course, it's time to find out what we brought back. This is going to be messy and chaotic, so maybe a few old socks thrown in if you're unlucky. Right, let's see. I'm going to start throwing things around here. Here is, oh, a little one. Deepa can pull that out.
Oh, it's good.
There's another one. What is this? Can you tell it's Cadenhead? A little tiny bottle. So what is it? You picked this one.
I bought it because I remember me.
What is it, I said?
It's 30 years, 31 years.
Jura, a 31-year Jura
44.
in a bourbon barrel. It's small because it was expensive. About £100.
It's at $1 and at a pound.
But Deepa likes, we have an old Jura that Deepa likes, and when she saw it in the Cadenhead shop in London, she got excited. I think we got a couple here. We have some guest whiskies. Oh, by guest whiskey, I know you can burst them, but I like to use them. Come on, Deepa, pull it. Sean, picking up for a friend, Scotch Whisky Auctions, an old Imperial. 24 years.
Oh, not for us.
Not for us. Not for us, that one. I think there's another one. Is this one Sean's as well? No. I split Sean's between bags. Oh, okay. Gordon and MacPhail up in Elgin. We picked up one of their...
For us.
This is for us. What do they call this? The Connoisseur's Choice bottle. This is 58.6%, and it is a Tormore from what year? Hang on, from 2000 to 22. So it's a 22-year Tormore ex-bourbon.
70. 70.
58.6% though on the Tormore. You know, this one, I'm going to keep that one for later. Hold on about that one. Right, I went to Germany, bought some chocolates. Some sour bites from a friend. What's this bag? Oh, it's my stash of double deckers. I got some Wham bars, some lockets. I had a sore throat. I'll eat those later. What else is in this bag then? Okay, there is another one. This is not really a special bottle. Where's the lid gone? It's there somewhere. This is just a bottle from the very first 24. We don't have any left. So it's just kind of a sentimental one a bit. And a Deanston 15 organic. Could I have some labels for these? Yeah, we ended up paying about $69 for that at Scotch Whisky Auctions. But we do have something interesting to compare it to coming up. Is this bag empty? I think so. Right, shove that out of the way. Let's bring in the black one. We'll do the smaller bags first. Although we had to distribute a bit more carefully this year. Oh yeah, so we've got some. Sean, some of this is yours. I'll rebuild them. Some clues of things that are coming. There's yours, Sean. Leave it aside for now. Right, where is the whiskey? Oh, another clue. Crack more. Very nice thing
Oh, wow.
from our artist woodworking friend Fred. Actually, he was my professor at college. But a really lovely chopping board. Can you see those fantastic angles? It feels so nice. Thanks, Fred. Germany. Oh, Deepa's going to be excited. Deepa doesn't really like sweets, but she's discovered that she loves only the yellow ones of Jelly Babies.
Very nice. That's good.
Some more double deckers. Where's the whiskey? People don't want to know about double deckers. Let's see. Oh, I can see them. It's a triple pack at the bottom. Let's pull these out. Right. Not too exciting, but lovely. Compass box, flaming heart. Look at my other labels. Now this is just a replacement for, this is the 2018 one. We only ever bought one bottle. This is the one we put up against Brora, and it wasn't really close, but it was close-ish. So this is a replacement. We only paid $105 for this one. So can't really complain. This is 48.9% flaming heart. Yeah, we still have 100ml left. The same bottle. Right, what about that one? What is it? Haha, Glen Talkers. A Berry Brothers and Rudd. We did visit Berry Brothers and Rudd. Didn't make a video.
But they're not right, but it's a better bottle.
But this one was bought at Scotch Whisky Auctions. This is 21 years old. Bottled in 2018, so 1996. Coming in at 48.3%. I'm just looking to see if it specifies the barrel. I don't see it. Cask strength. I'm presuming it's ex-bourbon. You have a look. See if you can find out if it's ex-bourbon or not. Will I find out the numbers? Right, we paid $165. Picked up from Scotch Whisky Auctions. Coming in at $9.8 per year. Compared to, let's see, what's the Deanston? $4.3 per year. I haven't worked them out yet for these. Glen Talkers though, something we can compare to. Ooh. No, that's not. There's one more here. Right, let's see, what is this? Ah yeah, it's the other Gordon and MacPhail. It is a...
We got together with this one.
Yeah, we bought them at the same time. This one, we did have some prices. Let's see, the Tormore was about £215, that's $270. And this Glencadden was actually more expensive, it's $275 I think it was. So coming in at about $340. So I hope it's good. It is a 29-year-old
I think it's 21 years.
Glencadden. Coming in at 54%. It's only one of 187 bottles, so almost, yes, refill bourbon barrel. So hang on, if that says it clearly, does this not say it clearly? Yeah, there it is. First fill bourbon barrel. So we've got first fill on the Tormore, refill on the Glencadden. Both look exactly the same colour. No, I guess the Tormore looks slightly darker. Right, so I'm going to be excited to taste that. I was excited, Deepa, I was excited to see what this bottle was.
Oh!
It's just a giant jar of Branston pickle.
Half the price.
Yeah, half the price, probably more. Is there anything else in this bag? No, I think that's it. Can we push it aside? Let's see. Shove everything back over there.
You have to give up your shoes.
I did have to sacrifice an old pair of shoes. It wasn't really a sacrifice. I took them knowing that they weren't going to make it back, really. Because they already were falling apart a bit. Some old running shoes. Now you might be thinking, what does it cost to bring these back through customs? Especially with this many wine guns. Oh, there's another one. Yes. Let me bring the other bag over, prop it up. There we go. Well, I'm sorry, ruining the shot. Customs, we really tried our best to declare these bottles. We said we had about 19 bottles of whiskey coming through customs. And normally they mark the passport and put it in a little lock, zip bag in San Francisco. But this time she was just like, no, it's fine. I said, oh really? Are you sure?
You do sort of no drama.
So there was no drama at all. And in fact, when we got to the customs part, even though we didn't have to go and talk to them, I thought I'd better just double check. You know, the actual duty, you would only have to pay $3 or $4 per litre or something. Not even that much, I don't think. But I did ask the guy, and he's like, no, it's fine. Off you go. So really don't worry about bringing bottles back into the US. Like, oh, something a bit different for us. You might remember from the Good Spirits Company shop video, we stumbled across in the rum section this 16-year-old 4-square Barbados rum. Now it says single cask, single blended rum, and I was a bit confused by that term. And they explained in the shop that it's like a blended malt, effectively, in whiskey world. That's what I understand. So it is just a blend of single cask rums. A vatting.
From the same distillery.
Yes, 4-square. So anyway, 296 bottles. This is number 195. It's 57%. And we had a taste of it in the shop. And you would say it was maybe 48%. It was very, very drinkable. So we don't have anything to compare that to. Yeah, I'm dying to try it again because I only have a vague memory of being like amazed in the shop. And how much did we pay? I think this one was only about £75. Oh, right, yes, Deepa's ahead of me. Another backup of Long Row 18. Now this code says 7722, which makes me think it might be the full 100% sherry batch.
So it's a different from ours.
Yeah, different from one that we had before. This was a Scotch Whisky Auctions pickup, and we paid, not too bad, $165. Because I know the bid price was $120. Now it was in November 2022, but not that long ago.
And no shipping fees.
$8 per year. And we do like Purple Peat Eater, I think was the name we gave it when we were blind tasting. Right, how are we doing? Pretty good, I think. Oh, nothing more there. I better just check it's not stuffed with clothes. No. Right, what is this then? If we've already had one Flaming Heart.
What is the difference?
But this one is different. I wanted to try another batch of Flaming Heart, and this one, it's also 48.9%, but I believe it is...
So it's the same different stuff.
Yeah, now I don't really have the details, maybe you can have a look. But this is from 2015, is that right?
And every dose of that's up.
I don't know what the makeup is. I'm sure you experts will know. I can look it up later. Yeah, this is the 2015 release, and I just wanted to see if it's better. Now we did end up paying about $180 for this at the auction, but I guess that's what happens when you're buying old bottles, doesn't it? Yes, the other one was only 105. Okay. Can you recognize this particular bottle of Highland Park from Cadenhead? Obviously, it's a single cask, 48.8%. Yes. Bourbon Hogshead. This is the one which is in our top 10. I think it's number 9 at the moment. Now, I originally bought this from Scotch Whisky Auctions, and I think the first one was about less than $250, I think. And before we blind tasted it, we shared out all of the bottle at that cost. And so this one cost $350. $10.9 per year. But if you were one of the people over the years who managed to get a tasting of this particular Highland Park, well, you got it cheaper than us now. From our bottle. Yeah. Here's one that I know a lot of people have said is a great bottle. But look how dark it is. That's not normally our preferred profile. This is the Hazelburn 15 Oloroso cask. It is 54.2%. So you can't argue with that. And I bought it from the point of view of thinking we didn't like the Hazelburn 13 Oloroso from a few years ago. No, I wouldn't say we didn't like it. We just didn't need another one. But we've ended up paying $190 for this one at the auction earlier this year. That comes in at about $10 per year, normalized to 40 ABV though. So not bad really. Will we like it? And what are we going to taste that against? We will see. Oh, here's another one. I don't think this one is ours, but I kind of wish it was. Sean, we have your bottle. It has arrived safe. Craigellachie 25, 56.1%. Not one for us. This one's Sean's, along with the Imperial.
What?
It's not ours.
I thought,
Well, there is a slightly funny story here, in that we were both looking at it on Scotch Whisky Auctions, and then we both agreed that the price had gone too high. But Sean went to have another look, and he said, he swears he fat-fingered a winning bid. Anyway, it's here now. We're going to find out if it was worth that extra bid that you weren't planning on, Sean. At least we'll get to taste it. Right. I think we're just going to have to push this one that way and bring in the last bag. Where is the zip? Oh, all the way around there. Okay. The problem with bottles is that they're heavy, and when you pack the case, if it's a big case, you end up with too much weight and not enough packing. So to get this to work, I ended up hang on, there's more Branston pickle. That's actually quite heavy. I ended up putting in the empty boxes for the Gordon and MacPhail just to take up space in the box. But apparently I put some Branston in there. There's the other one. Oh, there's quite a lot of whiskey in here. Oh, forgot about, did I forget? No, I didn't forget. Right, I did forget about one. What's in there? HP sauce. We did go to Ben Romack, and we did pick up a distillery exclusive. Where have I put it? Is it that one? There it is. I can't remember what we paid for this one. About £80, I think. It'll be in the video. I'll double check it later. This is limited release, distillery exclusive. It is 58.4%. No, we weren't allowed to try it because they didn't have bottles open. It is only one of 208 bottles. So presumably this is a single cask. It says cask number 444 and it is first fill bourbon barrel. So ex-bourbon and let's see, distilled 07, bottled 22. So we're talking about a 15-year single cask, ex-bourbon, fresh bourbon at that. Let's see what that is going to be like. Is there anything else we need to know? I think that is about it. Now, if I can find it, is it in here? Yeah, here it is. We also picked up, that's not it. That would be another HP sauce.
This is a very, very memorable.
This was memorable, and this is something that everyone can buy, at least in the UK. Has this made it to the US? This is the Contrast series Ben Romack, and this is the organic.
It's memorable because I remember the reaction.
Because we'd gone through the tasting of the 10, the 15, the 21, which were all at 43%, right? Then we had the 35 and the 40, which was a, sorry Deepa, we're covering you up, which was a £2,000 bottle at the distillery. And they were all great, but the last one was this very punchy for 46%. Virgin oak as well, which is not normally our preferred profile. Ben Romack organic, and it was so lively and fantastic. We actually bought about 3 of them to give to friends along the way. And
people try, of course.
We wanted one for ourselves, and I think this only cost about £50, wasn't it? Somewhere about £50. So I'm curious to do a quick search and see if that one has actually shown up in the US yet. So the two Ben Romacks, Virgin Oak versus Fresh Bourbon, might be an interesting comparison. Is there anything left? Yes, there is. Oh, there's actually quite a few. The Cragganmore bag. When we went to the distillery, just for a look in the shop, we were looking for something that was a bit more unique. And it's nice to see a 48% Cragganmore. We tried a Cragganmore somewhere, but that's why we went to Cragganmore Distillery. I think it was
No. First we tried it in Strath. Yeah.
Strathyla?
But I tasted the first tasted.
No, that was over at Cardew. The ones from the barrel.
Yeah, but the Cragganmore was a barrel.
Yeah, well, if it was one of the 6 barrels, it was Cardew. Losing track. Anyway, this is a 48%, no age statement, but obviously it's something young. Unique gratting of specially charred American oak and first fill American oak bourbon casks. We did have a little sip of it. It just says batch 1 on it. Don't have too much to say, but it wasn't that cheap at about £90 for a no age statement. Distillery exclusive, but we liked it when we tasted it, and we wanted something from Cragganmore which was kind of a memory of being up in Speyside. We're running out of space on the table. Oh.
What about the roof?
No, it's kind of fun running out of space on the table. There you go. I'll take out some boxes. Long Row 21, this is 2010-20 version. I've forgotten what that means in terms of mix. Do I have it?
It is similar to the top 10.
I can't remember. I think it might be a duplicate. we paid at Scotch Whisky Auctions in November 22, let's see, $365 out the door. So when you're buying at the auction, you're paying, you know, a hammer price, let's say of, you know, whatever, £200, then it's 10% on top, and then you're converting to US. So I can't quite remember what I bid, but it ended up at $365, and that comes in at $16.2 per year. So certainly not on the cheap end of the scale, is it? And neither is this one. You know, got to remember that one. I'll put it down here. We already bought a Deanston Organic, I thought. What's the difference? Can you tell? The difference is this one's got socks inside. Hang on. They were clean socks, honestly. You know, just a bit of security packing. So, how come this Deanston Organic cost about £170, $215 approximately, versus this one, which only cost about $70. Ooh. Can you see the difference? For start, the 21 year, is it 21? Hang on. It is, yeah, the 21 year organic, matured in organic bourbon casks.
Pinot sherry.
And finished in organic sherry casks. Hand selected organic Fino sherry deliver a vibrant floral burst. So that would probably explain. Although, you know, Fino as a sherry is not dark. Fino sherry is like white wine. But the barrel, once it's open to the air, I'm guessing the sherry would oxidize in the barrel. And whatever, we have a darker version. So, Deepa spotted this in the Good Spirits Company shop and got excited. Where are these two bottles? Let's line them up here. So now we can blind taste the two. Well, we can put it up against Deanston 12, Deanston 18. Yes, it is a Highland Park 25 with some clothing packing that you don't need to see. Edit that. Edit that. Don't need to see that. No, just have that. Another top 10 bottle for us, or actually might be slightly outside the top 10 now. But for me, this is just a favourite of the sherry scale of whiskies. It is the same one, or at least it's the same ABV, the 45.7. It might be a slightly different batch, but I don't think so. It's got the two signatures on. It's slightly confusing because there have been different batches, I think, of the same ABV. Oh, gotta be careful I don't push something off the table. But not cheap, right? So how much did we end up paying for this backup? 45.7%, comes in at $494. It was actually bought at Whisky Auctioneers, this one, March this year. So not a bad price for this year. Works out at $18.5 per year, normalized to 40%. So definitely one of the more expensive bottles. And I think this must be the last one, isn't it? I'm just rummaging through. Got to be the last one. How many bottles are on the table?
I can remember.
Now.
Oh, yeah.
This one is all wrapped up. This one is all wrapped up in cling film and rubber bands. No, because we're going to blind taste it against something. Let me see if I can get all of this stuff off. Because when we picked it up from the auction, it had a loose cork. At least I didn't really notice at first. until we'd put it in the bag, you know, and brought it home, and the bag had been on its side, or the case, and a little bit of it had leaked out, but it did smell fantastic. But for shipping and to try and save the rest of it, I didn't have any parafilm. I had to raid my mum's kitchen and find some good old cling film. Seems to have done the trick. Now, I don't really know the story of this whiskey, other than, oh, what was there? Okay, Deepa, you pull this off while I talk. This is a Springbank. Actually, let me just show you. Get it over with. An organic Springbank. It's called the Mill. Single malt Scotch whiskey, distilled at Springbank Distillery. Now, 58.6%, because it's only a 7-year-old whiskey. 1992. It says aged in casks for 7 years, distilled in 1992, bottled in 97. Now, Spirit of the Year 2000. Is the Mill an independent bottler? I've lost track. Let's see. The Mill, pronounced De Ville. Hang on, is that really how it's pronounced? Hang on, the label's tearing a bit. De Ville. Okay. Oh, Deepa, you're still tearing off bits of this. Come on, let's get it done. It's like the worst unpacking ever. Let's read this label out. Gaelic for 2000. As an organic farmer, it was my vision to create the first organic single malt Scotch whisky in the world. I wanted it to be specially handcrafted in time for the most significant New Year celebrations. Oh, I see. It was produced at the revered Springbank Distillery in 1992 and matured in sherry casks. Really? Ooh, it's sherry casks. They're not very dark sherry casks. Only Springbank could meet my exacting criteria to produce the purest malt one could ever hope to enjoy. The whiskey has been bottled without chill filter, a process which removes much of the flavour. There is no caramel added. Oh, we like these messages, don't we? De Ville, really? De Ville is a completely natural product, and in my opinion, the Millennium Malt that truly is the real, what's that? Oh, the water of life. Whisky Bay? Oh. Obviously the camera stopped. Or has it stopped? It might have overheated. Did the camera overheat? I think our main camera stopped. Anyway, we've got to the end. It's the last one. We have a lot of bottles. 2 of them for Sean. You happy?
Very happy, better for you taste.
Tasting coming soon. I'll think of some blind lineups for these. Thanks everyone. See you soon.